What's up, Dolphin fans? And we are finally back. We finally made a signing. Now, I will warn you guys, it is a typical Greer signing before we get into the full details of this. Don't have the amount of money, but it is a one-year deal. It is Anthony Walker Jr. He spent the last 3 seasons with the Browns, and he spent his first 4 seasons of his career with the Colts. Now, he is a South Florida native. I believe he played at Pace High School before he went to college at Northwestern. You know, this guy, he's a pretty good linebacker when he's healthy. Now, that's the Greer thing. That is his typical signing. He wants to sign these guys to one-year deals. He's looking for these one-year prove-it deal guys, and is just trying to piece together a talented roster, and that he's done that successfully. However, it's also come back to bite us in the ass. So it worked with David Long Jr., right? David Long Jr. had an injury history, came in, played all games last year, I believe. Maybe he missed one. And he was by far our best linebacker. So now we get Anthony Walker Jr., who he was balling last year. On film, when I was watching him on the Browns, there was a couple of Browns games because I had Amari Cooper in fantasy. I was watching, and I'm like, dude, this guy, he's all over the place. And he was ranked 31st out of 82 linebackers per PFF, but we take PFF with a little bit of a grain of salt here on Dolphins Syndicate. So, I mean, but that's still, you know, that means he's probably somewhere around a number 2 linebacker on a starting team. So I'll take that. We needed a middle linebacker. Now we get one. Now we have Anthony Walker Jr. and David Long Jr. We have the juniors in the middle protecting this defense. Now, one interesting thing that I did see on him is that he is very highly rated in pass coverage, and he has it's a little bit down from there when it comes to stopping the run and stopping or blitzing. So I kind of did a little bit of research, and I'm like, okay, well, what does the Ravens defense kind of do? They don't really, believe it or not, they don't really blitz the middle linebackers that much. Now, sometimes they'll send one, bring one back, send one, bring one back, and kind of have a hybrid of everything. Everybody's moving around all the time. No one's doing one thing. So when you have this guy, Anthony Walker, and you have David Long, who do a little bit of everything, they can both be good in pass coverage. They're both really good up front. You can send one, bring one other back, and feel good about it, you know? So I like this signing. Depending on how much we sign him for, I'm guessing it's under $3 million a year, being on the budget that we are. But this is the typical Greer move, and I do expect more moves like this. Guys that are looking for a prove-it deal, that want a team that, hey, look, if I show it on tape, I can go get paid. Andrew Van Ginkel was on a prove-it deal last year. Wilkins, meanwhile, he wasn't on a prove-it deal. He bet on himself turning down an extension last year, and he just got paid $110 million. Robert Hunt also bet on himself last year on a good team and went and got $100 million. Brandon Jones, completely different a little bit, but signed for $20 million. You know, there's guys that come here to go and bet on themselves. Nick Needham is betting on himself, re-signing a one-year deal, coming off, you know, a year where he missed half the season because of his Achilles injury the previous season. So I can definitely see a world where we try to make this work. Now, I'm trying to be the optimist here. Letting Andrew Van Ginkel walk was a knife to the heart a little bit, and I know a lot of Dolphins fans feel the exact same way. A lot of people are giving up on Greer, but let's let him work. It's the first few hours of free agency. I want to see what the end product is. I want to see what we do after the draft, and maybe even after like June 1st when we get an additional $18.5 million from the Xavier Howard cut. I want to see what this roster looks like going into training camp before I really judge what Greer is doing. A lot of people have given up on this team within the first few hours of free agency. look, we knew what it was. We knew we were over the cap. We knew we needed to get under the cap. There's still moves to be made to do that. The restructure for Teron Armstead is finally official, so we'll get the $8.4 million from that, but we're still going to be well over the cap until we make other restructures around this team. Let me know what you guys think about this move. Do you think it's a bad move and Greer sucks? Do you think it's, maybe this is a move that works out? Like, look, it has worked out. It has bit us in the ass, but it's so little money that to me it's kind of worth it, especially if you see it maybe not working mid-season. Then maybe you make a trade and you bring in someone else. And look, there's still plenty of good linebackers out there that have not been signed, Patrick Queen, that I anticipate the Dolphins paying heavily attention to their situation and maybe offering a contract. But I don't think they're really going to be offering any big contracts until we get the situation with the cap settled, so that way we have a clear image of what it's going to look like. All right, that's what I got for y'all today. Let me know free agency updates. Make sure you have the notifications on for our channel. We're going to be dropping videos like crazy as free agency continues. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, ring that bell. Deuces.